Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekend reading vlog and I'm very excited to share that I'm participating in the Extracting Humanity blog tour. I have never done a blog tour before, so thank you so much for the free copy of the book, and I'm excited to read this book. It is written by Stephen Oram and it is a science fiction short story collection. I'm thrilled to have received a copy. There's 12 stories in total and I hope to read 4 over the next 3 days to complete this, and I'd love to have a chat with you about how I'm getting on with it. I love science fiction so much and I really love science fiction short stories because I think you can just get such a lovely taste of all sorts of things in a short format, and I'm very excited. It's only 200 pages long, so I can definitely get it read this weekend. I will also have more time than that to read, and this is a weekend reading vlog, so I don't want to just be reading the one book. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to break up short story collections because there are different concepts for each story and they're short, hence the name. So I quite like breaking up that with other things I'm reading. So to explain to you on here, if you didn't watch my January TBR video, I am attempting this year to read the Gormenghast trilogy by Mervyn Peake. I have broken it all up into small sections, so it's 20-page chunks at a time. It's going to take me months to get through it. That's grand. I'm in here for the long haul to read this behemoth, so if I can read maybe 1 or 2 of the sections this weekend, that would be grand. So that's the plan for this weekend. It is Friday evening just now, so I'm going to maybe sit down on the sofa and relax. It's not long after work, and I will read some and then get sorted for dinner. So join me for this cosy reading weekend and let me know in the comments what book you're currently reading, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I definitely don't say that often enough, and I will see you in a little while. I don't have a huge reading update for you. I just had to show you Haku sitting on the back of the sofa because it's adorable. But I have started the first short story, and I don't know where I got the idea that there was 12 short stories, but there's 20, so that's fine. I'm still looking forward to reading them all, and I'll check back in with you soon. But Haku's just giving me, he's giving me the cold shoulder, facing the wall. But I will catch up with you soon once I read a little more. 4 pages in, I got really far. My companion is now facing forward, so I can give him little pets. I have just finished the first 2 short stories of this collection, and they're both so good. Yeah, they just explore different concepts. One's to do with like AI, machine learning. Yeah, and I won't go into the second one at all for spoilers, but oh, they're both so good, and the parts that you're unexpected, like I didn't think of, and that's why I love science fiction short stories, because they really explore so many different topics and ideas that you would never have thought of. And I'm sure many more of these stories will be ones that you would like to be in a longer novel. So it'll be really interesting to see what other topics and areas are covered. But I'm really interested in this so far. So that's the first 2 short stories, first 20 pages. I've been a bit busier this evening than expected, so I haven't read as much. So I'm just going to go to bed now, maybe read a bit more and get more read tomorrow. I'll catch in with you then. Yeah. Gonna show everyone how gorgeous you are. Haku is 9 months old now, and he is nearly 5 kilograms, so he is a big boy. And when he sits next to his brother, who is 3 years old, he looks even more massive because Calcifer is very tiny. But you're black and white, so you make a very cute couple of little cat companions. Good morning. I have not long got up, and in my bed this morning I read the next three stories in this collection, and they were all so different and really good. There's so many interesting topics and discussions that go on in here, obviously through the guise of different science fiction and futuristic topics, but it's all humanity based and social based, and yeah, they're really good. They're just making me ponder different things, and I think that's excellent. So I'm on page 58 just now, and I'm going out for a couple of hours today, and I'll be back later on, and I'll be able to read a lot more of this collection. So I'll check back in with you in a little while. I thought I would just give you my last little update for this evening, and you've seen a lot of haiku so far in this vlog, so here is some calcifer for you. I've got him on my lap, being all cuddly. There he's there. So he really likes some lap cuddles in the evening. So I have now read about half of the short stories in this collection, and I've got to say, I think the ones I liked the best were the first two I read so far. Anyway, they're my favourites. It's not to say that I didn't enjoy the other stories I've read, but those two really struck a chord, and yeah, just had some really interesting concepts behind them and explored different nuances of humanity, basically. So that was Poisoning Prejudice and Haptic Father. So that's the first two stories. And I think also I really enjoyed them because they were at the start of the collection, which, you know, you usually do front load collections like this to kind of grab the reader's attention. And then also I didn't know what to expect reading this. I knew they were going to be science fiction, and I had read the blurb on the back. Yeah, they were just really interesting concepts. The first one was a bit more social and criminal based, like AI learning technology. And then the second one, I can't even describe what it was about, but I didn't quite see the ending coming. And yeah, it's just very futuristic in that sense. So I'm really enjoying this collection. It's been very good so far. So I will be finishing that off tomorrow, and I will give you my final thoughts, but I probably won't be filming another clip tonight. So yeah, I'll catch back in with you soon. Hello? Hello, Haku. This is Haku. And this is the way he prefers to be held. On his back. Like a baby. And with that, we've come to the end of Sunday and the end of this reading weekend vlog. I did finish Extracting Humanity. I really enjoyed this collection. I spoke earlier on in this video about two of the short stories at the beginning of this collection that I really loved. I think they were just the first and second story. And then I also absolutely loved the short story that this collection is named after, Extracting Humanity. It's actually the last one in the book. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. There's so many interesting concepts that were brought to the table in this collection and pondered. And I really like the description on the back for this book. It's a skillful exploration of smart currencies, memorials, medical care, treatment of refugees, social networks, data monitoring and justice systems, always without prescription or reprimand. These stories are simply the beginning of the conversation. I think that summary really highlights what this collection is about. And I love the diversity and the inclusion within all these stories, even though it is like the near distant future with technology and the science fiction aspects. It was really well done and I thoroughly enjoyed this collection. And it's a very short one, so I would encourage you to pick it up if any of that sounds interesting or appealing to you. I also read one section of the Gormenghast trilogy that I have sectioned off. Each section I've got sectioned off is 20 pages because I'm a slow reader when it comes to classic fiction, and this is a dense boy, so I really don't have much to update. I'm so far near the beginning of this story, but I'm slowly chipping away, making progress, so I just need to keep that at the front of my mind, that I'm not going to make strides and leaps and bounds through this book. It's going to be slow and steady and achievable, which is what we're looking for here. It is quite intriguing so far, and I'm interested to see where that story is going to go. This weekend I also spent quite a lot of time playing my Switch. I am so close to finishing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just in the room before facing Ganondorf, right at the end there. So I think I'll get this finished in this next week, and I'm very excited by that. I've been playing this game for what feels like a year already, and I've spent over 120 hours playing it, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So that's mostly what I spent this weekend doing. So I hope you've enjoyed this very short and sweet vlog. Pick up Extracting Humanity. It was a great collection, and I want to say thanks again for being able to be a part of this blog tour. It's very exciting, and I'll leave the graphic on screen so that you can maybe check out some more from other people who are involved in this blog tour as well, and you can check them out online in these spaces. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.